Welcome to day 3 of me sharing thoughts from meditation in order to overcome my fear of being seen, show up as my most authentic self, and call in the people who resonate with the things that I like to talk about and believe in. During my meditation today, I was really reflecting on the question of, is magic real? And I was remembering when my daughter was probably around 4 years old and asking me if magic was real and feeling like in that moment and in my heart, I couldn't say that magic wasn't real because I do think magic is real. And I remember explaining to her that magic isn't real in the sense, and she was very bright and wanted real answers to things. And I remember explaining to her that magic isn't bippity boppity boo, that pumpkin's a frog, or that pumpkin's a carriage, right? Like in Cinderella. That magic in our world is a little bit more subtle. Magic is a seed turning into a tree. Or magic is believing you can achieve something and then achieving it. And it's really a lens that you can look at the world through. So lately I've just been thinking a lot about how, number one, the world is way more fun. It's just way more fun to live in a world where you believe things are magic. And fast forward to this year, and now my daughter's 9, and my husband is an engineer and he does drinking water research. And Nora asked him something about how this thing about water then can become this, or how do we simply make it clean? And he's explaining it to her with a lot of jargon and a lot of really using all the science words and explaining exactly what happens. And she said, you know what, Dad, just stop. I'm going to choose to believe it's magic. And now our whole family kind of uses that as a joke, that when we don't have the language or we can't conceptually understand something, I'm going to just choose to believe it's magic. Because the things that are unknown to us, but that are true, aren't they magic? And if someone from 300 years ago could come and walk through my home and see just even my on-demand stove and the lights and the smart speaker and these different things that are very integrated in just a normal part of our life, air conditioning, heat, on-demand heat, they would be like, oh, this is magic. Because it is. And anyway, so that's where my head was at during my meditation today. And now I want to read to you what I actually wrote down in my automatic writing right after meditating. A bright green Luna moth newly emerged from its chrysalis, looking toward the vernal equinox, and the green man and green woman's balanced union on this sacred day, an equilibrium. Darkness and light balanced on the most subtle pointed fulcrum that, tipping one way or the other, is nearly impossible not to do on any other day of the year. On this day, balance and egg illustrate the magic of this day. A truly magical phenomenon explained by science. Science really is the language by which we understand the magic of this world and learn to wield its innermost secrets and possibilities. So I remember in 6th grade science class I think we must have done it on the fall equinox. Anyhow, but on the equinox, I remember that we did an experiment that on that day you can balance an egg on a table or on the ground way more easily than you can balance it upright. So it can just be sitting upright on a level surface. And any other day of the year, it's really challenging to do, if not impossible. But on that day, it's still challenging, but it's a lot more easy. It's easier. And this obviously can be explained by science. But I think the reason that I journal about it and now reflecting back on it, the field around us, the energetic field around us is literally more balanced on that day. And how cool and what a great illustration of the magic that it is to be here living as a human during this time, and during this time of bloom and emergence and coming into summer and bounty and the growing season, and how green and full of life everything is, and how this rhythm, this cyclical way of being and living we are so connected to that. And remembering that humans aren't separate from nature. We are part of nature, and we're coming into this amazing spring was the rebirth, and now we're coming into the full bloom and expression of the season. And what a time to be alive. So that's everything for today. I'm Allie. If this kind of chat and talk and thing is your vibe, I hope you'll follow along. I'm a marker artist and acrylic painter, and I explore concepts like this. I'm really into the multiverse, parallel timelines, the teachings of Neville Goddard. I explore all of that through my art, and I'd love to have you come hang out. I just showed you one of my. So hope you'll hit follow. See you around. Talk soon.